Good morning. It's Sunday, June 28th, and we're going to continue our discussion on action and problem solving with a prompt from the Daily Stoic which reads, "What can I stop beating myself up over?" So last week I mentioned that I had gone back and read through my journal entries from the beginning of the year, and one of the most fascinating things that I observed was a very distinct evolution in my style of writing. Having never seriously journaled before, it was clearly an exercise that I was uncomfortable with at the start. My January entries are short and superficial, often consisting of just sentence fragments and sometimes even one-word responses to the daily prompts. I hadn't yet come to feel secure in the safe haven that journaling affords us. I wasn't prepared to admit any shortcomings or acknowledge existing insecurities, so I danced around the edges of the figurative water, unsure if I wanted to swim. But eventually the words started to come. I learned what tricks worked for me in addressing the writer's block that I initially feel almost each and every day as I get started. I came to appreciate this particular part of my morning routine. And then for whatever reason, and I'm not even sure where I found that initial courage, I decided to begin recording these videos and distributing my very private journal exploration on my social media network. And when I look back at the content of those first videos, it's apparent to me that just like my initial journal entries, I've still very much had my defenses up. The writing style is guarded, almost professorial in tone, and heavily laden with diversions to impersonal musings. And then as time progresses, and depending on the subject, there are flashes of authenticity. As I began to receive supportive feedback in some of the messaging, I found myself more willing to be vulnerable and to acknowledge the areas that I've both struggled with in the past and continue to struggle with in the present. Part of self-awareness is striking that right balance of being self-critical while avoiding being self-flagellating. One of my personal 10 commandments is to be strict with yourself and tolerant of others. But that means to hold yourself to a higher standard, not an unreasonable one. And that's the sweet spot that I'm looking for here in these morning writings. I never wanted to become preachy, neither to myself in my journaling, nor to anyone else who views these videos. And so while I may express lofty goals, those are just reminders for myself. And when I fall short on occasion, as I inevitably will, I want to feel comfortable acknowledging it, but in a constructive, self-improving manner rather than in an attempt to seek penance. I'm grateful for that outlet that journaling has given me. It's allowed me the space to properly explore and assess some challenging ideas to help me better establish my own position and thereby make adjustments to my thoughts and behaviors going forward. And now, with the production and distribution of these videos, maybe it provides the additional benefit of encouraging others to be more comfortable expressing their thoughts and challenges in similar areas. That bilateral support is powerful. It connects us and makes us stronger together. So thank you to everyone who listens openly to my ramblings and has taken the time and opportunity to reach out, as that has been the ultimate motivator to keep working toward that sweet spot of self-awareness that I'm seeking here. Anyways, have a great rest of your day. Talk to you later. Bye.